Hello, welcome back to my channel, and it is your favorite YouTuber, Faithy Ray. And today we're doing another review of Handmaid's Tale. This is season 5, this is episode 4. I'm going to break this review down into 4 different parts, and basically I'm just going to talk about some of the things that happen with each character. I think I'm going to start with Serena, because I got some things I need to say to that woman. Hopefully she can hear me. Serena, basically this episode, in my opinion, she just keeps doing little jabs and taunts to Luke and June. And I just think that she is behaving very irresponsibly for someone that is about to have a child. To me, in my opinion, Serena is not acting like someone who's going to be a mother. You know, you need to protect your child at all costs, especially a child that you were told that you can never have. And now you've been bestowed a blessing, because, you know, kids are a blessing, and you are just running around continuously taunting the woman that ended your husband. It just doesn't seem like that's a smart thing to do when you have a life, an innocent life, that depends on you, that you wanted. You basically created Gilead so you could have a child, and you are about to have a child. And you're doing stupid stuff, sending June stupid invitations when you need to literally leave that woman alone. Leave her alone, Serena. Leave her alone, okay? Thanks. June is a threat to you, and you keep just poking the bear. You just keep poking that bear, and that's not going to end well for you or your child. Leave it alone. Think clearly. You are a very vulnerable woman out here. Very vulnerable. And you can't even drive. Like, you can't even drive, and you are just being big and bad. Ooh, let me just send all these messages to June. Yeah, but you can't even drive a car, sis. And, like, you have the weakest protection. I just feel like you need to have so many more security guards. And as a result of all her taunting June, she ends up getting kicked out of the Gilead embassy. And now she's in a home with these strangers, and that's never safe. Like, girl, we don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but I just feel like, Serena, you need to start thinking about the precious gift that you've been given, this gift that you wanted so badly, and you've done a lot of awful things to become a mother. Now you are about to be one. Think of your child. Let go of all the stuff that you have with June. Let go of it, because it's not going to help you. And in the future, it's not going to help you. It's just going to hurt you and your baby. Let that go. Think clearly. Just let it go. June. I'm going to say the same thing to June. June has literally running around Canada being a menace to society. She's been running around with a tool. I'm not monetized, but I don't know if I can say what she had in her hand. But she's just running around Canada with it, basically. Unhinged. That woman's unhinged. This is a result. This is why you have consequences to your action, because people start doing stupid stuff, as June has been doing. And, you know, Luke and Myra had been talking to her and be like, hey, we got to talk some sense to you, because June, she's really angry. And she said that I have so much rage towards Serena, rightfully so. But I'm like, sis, you need to channel that, because you can get your children taken away from you, well, your child taken away from you, if you really do something to Serena. If something happens to her, you're literally the first person that they're going to look for. Think clearly, sis. You want your baby. You want Hannah. I want you to have Hannah. I want you and Luke and Nicole to be a family, and you literally can't do that if you keep running around Canada, being a menace to society, and acting like you're not a guest in Canada. You're just not doing anything to help yourself, in my opinion. Think like you're actually someone's mother, because you are. Think of your kids and focus on how to get that back, and be a good mother to the one daughter that you have. And, like, focus on anger. I don't know, kickboxing, I don't know what she should do, like bake, kickboxing, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best advice is for someone that has, like, a lot of rage towards someone. I don't know. I just think you need to channel that into something else, because your actions are going to get your children taken away from you, and you're never, ever going to get Hannah back. So just think like you're someone's mother. Protect your child, because that's what you're supposed to be doing, instead of doing reckless stuff, running around with tools, just being irresponsible and unhinged. Once again, she hasn't had a lot of punishment for her actions, so this is what happens. Luke. Hey, Luke. I will say that I love that Luke is actually doing something this episode. You know, when he found out that Serena's going to be living in Canada and she's basically going to be living at the embassy of Gilead, which is weird. I don't know why she doesn't have her own separate house. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this shut down. Like, we're not gonna have this mess in Canada. We're not gonna bring that Gilead mess here. Even though I think that's a brilliant idea for Gilead. Like, they want to be seen as a legitimate country, legitimate power. And I guess them having an embassy in Canada, it seems like they would need an embassy all around the world. But, you know, I guess they're gonna start in Canada. Seems like a logical step for that, I guess. But Luke's like, yo, we're gonna get this shut down. So he tries to get it shut down, eventually kind of does. He does have a conversation with Serena, basically saying, hey, listen, Serena, my wife doesn't like you and she's going to come for you. And she's going to make it so you're not on this planet anymore. I don't know if I could say that word. So what you could do to help us and help yourself is help us get Hannah back. Once again, Serena is going to taunt him. And I'm just like, okay, well, anything that happens, Serena, you deserve it. Because, anyway. Yeah, okay. So basically, Luke is actually trying to do something this episode, and I like that, and I respect that. We'll see what happens. Moving on, Janine. Hey, sis. So Janine is basically trying to learn how to walk again, and Lydia's there, and Lydia's telling her all these quotes from the Bible, and Janine, I'm guessing someone that has now lost her faith, it's just like, hey, I don't want to hear any of that stuff. And I just want to say I legitly can relate. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in situations in my life where people are spouting out Bible quotes to me. And I feel like depending on where you are with your grief, is that the word you want to use? That might not be the thing that you want to hear. And I think people are just trying to comfort you, as Lydia was trying to do. But just depending on where you are on the grief scale, that's not really always what you want to hear. And I've done that to someone. Ooh, it's so bad. In hindsight, I realized I was completely out of pocket for this one person in particular. It's my high school teacher, my homeroom teacher. She was going through some stuff, and I basically did what Lydia did. And now that I've matured, I just understand how completely out of pocket I was. I'm sorry. If you're ever watching this, I'm sorry. Really out of pocket. Moving on. Basically, Janine's like, hey, I don't want to hear that. Lydia's like, you know, it's words, God, though, he's great. And, you know, they basically just have a conversation of, hey, you know, I told you Esther wasn't ready and you pushed her into being a handmaid anyway. And Lydia's like, oh, but I was doing the righteous thing and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, and look where I got you. And like, I told you and you didn't listen to me. And it's like, I tell you these things and then you just do something worse. And basically, Lydia is being forced to see her own mistakes. And I think that that's necessary. And now we have Lydia just, you know, turning the tides and actually trying to truly help the handmaids. She suggests to Commander Lawrence that, hey, I just think that, you know, the commanders and the wives, like the handmaids don't need to live with them anymore. Like, you know, we can just do the ceremony once a month and they can just come to the Red Center. Commander Lawrence is like, no, because, you know, the handmaids and the commanders, you know, the commanders use them for dirty things. And Lydia's like, I don't know that. And he's like, don't you though? And it's like, yeah, you've been turning a blind eye to a lot of stuff, sis. But it looks like you're trying to do better. So claps for that. I'll give you credit. And Janine gets out of the hospital and she's back with her sisters. That's basically it. So that is my review for A Handmaid's Tale. I guess this was a pretty good episode. I'm just really angry with June and Serena. I've said it. I just don't think they're thinking clearly about what they're doing. You got to look at the bigger picture. Getting your kids back and, you know, creating a safe world for your unborn child. We'll see what they do. Thank you for watching my video. Like and subscribe, and I have a skincare video coming up soon. Bye.